It
especially
works.
in California, right?
Yeah, they
um,
don't they don't even have washer and dryers in half their damn units.
that is weird. We experience that a lot around here too. Like you either have to even refrigerators. Like the weirdest thing, Midwest City, you'd figure they'd throw a refrigerator in an apartment, but sometimes you rent an apartment without a refrigerator. It didn't doesn't make any sense. Like where am I supposed to put
Symptom
my food?
symptom number one of America's decline: no standard appliances when you get a damn apartment.
Yeah,
Especially, that
100%.
used to piss me off in California because the rent's so high out there that you get in these places and it's just bare bones. You're like, all right, well, this is traditional of an apartment in the third world. Actually, take that back. Most apartments in the third world come with some kind of appliances. Now, whether they're fully operable or not, that's a
You're
different
right.
question. But in
Yeah,
California, it's
absolutely.
like, all right, I'm spending $3,000-$4,000 for a two-bedroom apartment and like in an all right building, and there's no amenities. There's
With a
nothing in
mobile
there.
AC too. Yeah, with a mobile AC, you got to
Oh
stick
yeah,
in the
that's right.
window. Yeah,
Yeah,
you had one of
I had
those.
one. I had one of the roller ones my last single living place, and
How annoying is
the
that?
hose just strung across the living room. Jesus Christ!
Looks like a laundromat.
And
That's what it reminded me of.
yeah, and you know my places too. So like I'm looking at my living room here. I get big open places because I do
Yeah,
music and I like
100%.
I nerd out with the acoustics and I collect. I used to collect guitars. Now I collect vinyl records and old stereos and stuff. So there's reasons for my huge
Sure.
open spaces, which is great for its acoustical qualities, but for its AC properties, it fucking sucks
It's
because
terrible.
even this
Uh,
place here, they came and installed new blinds, like from the window to the floor. And I told them, I was like, hey, give me those blackout blinds because it gets really hot here. I'm at high
right.
altitude. Guys, when you're at higher altitude, like the UV ray just cooks you.
It's different.
So
Yeah, it's
the
way
sun
different.
comes in through this window all day long. Came in and they installed like one blackout blind in the spare bedroom that no one uses that I'm going to convert in a studio. Like more transparent than the previous ones from floor to bottom. Like it kind of diffuses the light a bit, so it
Right.
gives it a cool effect, and you get like a nice silhouette. But I don't feel any like major temperature lowering properties. And then in my main room, like where sometimes like I'll stay up real late and I want to sleep in a little bit. Nothing new, no blackout curtains at all. I was like, all right, cool guys, thanks. Like so what one good thing, or it's a good and bad thing. One thing about living in Mexico is you're always just a little disappointed. So
Yeah.
if you order Uber Eats and you're like, well, surely they're going to include the utensils to eat this weird food that I don't ever make because that's why I'm ordering it.
Right.
And you'll like even leave in the notes and like put like little emoticons, and I order from the same restaurants. No, they always screw up my order. It's never anything major. Like they'll swap something out, but give me like sometimes even more food, and you're like, okay, that's cool, but I'm counting calories. I'm managing my macros right now. But usually they'll just leave one key thing out. Like there's a place called Pinche Gringo Barbecue, which is
Mhm.
fucking white guy barbecue. And there's no PC here. So when I order from them, like, all right, I'm going to get like a pound of roast turkey breast.
Right.
And you'd assume gravy comes with it. No, gravy doesn't always come with
What?
it. So that is one little thing that I noticed initially about Mexico. Is like I love living here, but there's always just that little detail that's missing. You'll just always be like slightly pissed off. And the reason I say this is because this was like 15, 20 years ago, and I lived down here the first time around as a student.
Mm,
And I've noticed over the years that every time I go back to the US, it's becoming more and more like Mexico in that one sense that like something's just a little
yeah.
screwed up. It's 98% of the way there, but like that 2% that's missing is something that's gonna it's just going to ruin your whole meal or your whole experience, or it's not going to be exactly the core reason why you were looking for
Right.
that thing in the first
I
place. So
I never thought about it. I
yeah,
never
and
thought
that
about that.
for me, like when I look and people are like, is America declining? I'm like, yeah, call a customer service rep and actually have them solve your problem in less than an hour.
that's a that's a clip.
Just do
For
it.
sure. Yeah, I mean for us it's even more it's not even as subtle here anymore. Even my apartment's a perfect example. We pay like $1,000 a month or something like that, pretty close to that for the apartment. It's not anything fancy by any means, as you can see behind me. It's just a normal place, but
That's what I pay here for like a dope place. So
yeah, right. I
yeah,
mean, yeah,
guys move
well,
abroad. Follow me.
absolutely. But like the master bedroom closet, sometimes the light doesn't work. But I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to pick out. I'm a dude. I'm going to pick out a shirt. Like I don't care. I don't care what color it is, right? Or like the refrigerator door opens and closes just fine if you lift on it a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just like you don't. I mean, I'm assuming you don't overpay for your food there. We don't
No, it's
overpay
actually,
for. Is it?
yeah,
Is it?
it's
It's
not
not too bad,
hyperinflated like the
right?
U.S. Again,
Yeah,
I live in a nicer neighborhood, so I am paying overpriced relative to the rest of the country. But
but not to your American perspective. Yeah,
I compare
absolutely.
it to my expenses in California because I'm still earning a California esque income.
Sure. And out of the multiple countries that I've lived in too, I would say, I mean, quality of life, depending on what you consider quality of life, right? That America can be considered pretty third world in that regard.